Most people think burnout is just about exhaustion, that it's about working too many hours, not sleeping enough, or trying to juggle too many tasks. And yes, that's part of it, but burnout runs much deeper. Burnout is not simply your body being tired, it's your soul whispering, I don't want to keep doing what doesn't feel like me anymore. And that whisper is something we don't pay enough attention to. We've been conditioned to think burnout is solved with quick fixes. Just take a holiday, get more sleep, try better work life balance. But here's the truth. When you come back from that holiday, the same dread is waiting for you. Because burnout isn't only about tiredness, it's about misalignment. It's about the gap between the life you're living and the truth of who you are. One way I like to look at burnout is through archetypes, the timeless patterns of human behavior. Each archetype has a light side and a shadow side. And burnout often shows up in those shadows. Let me share a few examples. The hero in light is courageous, persistent, willing to do the hard things. The hero in shadow overworks, pushes through everything until they collapse. The caregiver in light is generous, empathetic, always there for others. The caregiver in shadow gives too much, neglects themselves, and ends up resentful. Notice the pattern? Burnout isn't random. It's often the shadow side of our own strengths showing us where we've crossed a threshold. So, what if we stopped seeing burnout as a breakdown and started seeing it as a threshold moment? Burnout is your system saying, this no longer fits who you are becoming. Instead of asking, how do I get back to normal? Try asking, what part of me have I been performing, producing, or proving that I no longer want to carry? Burnout isn't a dead end. It's a signal to realign, to return to yourself. Here's what I believe. Burnout doesn't just say stop. It says start again, but this time as your true self. If you are in a season of burnout, I invite you to pause and ask, where have I been living out of alignment? Which part of me is ready to be released? And what's the truer version of me that wants to emerge? Because exhaustion is temporary, but real burnout is an invitation, a doorway within to live in greater alignment with your truth. If this message resonated with you, I'd love to hear your reflections. Have you ever experienced burnout as misalignment rather than just exhaustion? Share in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you'd like to explore more reflections like this, don't forget to subscribe and join me for the next video. Thank you.